I'll fancy meeting you here in my home. Oh, stop freaking out. You're just restrained. How did you get here? Hun, you think when I came to you in your little Kitsune's house, my intentions were to just toy with you? No. Before you knew I was there, I planted a microphone HBHF combo on your wall. And neither you nor your little Kitsune friend realized it was there for a solid week. So, while he's still asleep, and you were nice and awake, I figured maybe instead of just letting him put negative thoughts of me into your head, maybe I just help you relax. I'll have you back home by the end of the night. Yeah. I actually couldn't believe it was you to begin with. But I went back over the recording and sure enough, he turns you into a Kitsune. So I'm just gonna pet your fur with my tactile gloves. Why am I wearing gloves? Oh, I don't know what kind of oils or a Kitsune-made Kitsune secretes. I don't need to find a weakness in my own armor just by rubbing Kitsune that could have possibly been modified to harm me. Plus, these gloves are very comfortable. And it means I can't accidentally scratch you. But on the same note, that's why I have this. Don't worry. It's not like I'm gonna skin you alive or anything. It's just a little carbon knife. Just a little dagger. I mainly use it for my food, you see. But and so desire, I could skin you with it. But that seems relatively rude, given my whole point here is to help you relax. And on the point of relaxation, how about I give you a big boost in it? Don't scream. It was just a little love bite. Yeah, a little love bite. And a little love injection of some sedatives. Yeah. It might get a bit odd feeling. But I swear, I meant nothing by that, but purely to help you relax. The venom in my fangs is actually a lot weaker than the venom or poison. Gets hard to track all the little things, like which comes from what part of my body is a poison or a venom. Like, the little claw tips I'm hiding underneath these gloves, they're poisonous. Yeah. They do have a specific poison inside them. It's similar to the poison I breathe out. But as it's a liquid, it spreads faster and deals more damage. Glad I have the gloves on that way. Wouldn't want to accidentally scratch you and have to throw you aside. Oh, the only thing keeping you from being tossed aside is your connection to the Kitsune. Oh yes, no, I find no use in you. I hate to be depressing, but pretty much your protective partner there is the only reason I care. Oh, a little depressing for sure, but take it this way. You mean so much to a Kitsune that a dragon, one of the most feared things in the solar system, a Venusii dragon, won't do anything but give you a little love bite. And that venom is completely non-lethal. It's more used as a sedative. Back in our earlier days, Venusian dragons were hunter-gatherers. When we got close to prey, we bit it. It made it a lot slower. We also ended up excreting it onto all our tools and such, like a knife. Oh, yeah. I could have just as easily stabbed you for the same result. But I felt the bite was a little more personal, if not a little scarier, but what's life without a little excitement? I'm playing with danger as we speak. Luckily, I have an earbud in right now so I can monitor your Kitsune. He's still asleep. He doesn't even know about 15 minutes ago I teleported down and bagged you up. Yeah, teleportation. You're in space. You're aware of that, right? I mean, the Venusian dragons are a spacefaring race. We're slightly outside this regular range of any satellite pickups, so we're at no risk of anyone discovering aliens, when in reality, there's multiple Venusii Dracona on Earth. They just act like regular Draconi and they're fine. Fluffy dragons, so cute and nice, and totally not full of liquid pounds of venom and poison, just ready to take command and create chaos. Totally not. And totally none of them are under my command. That would be silly. Oh, I stopped petting you. Oh, I'm sorry. I'd be a little bit uneasy too if I found out my whole world were covered in these evil creatures. Yeah, not really evil to us, but I could understand the misconception that we are. We're just survivalists. We don't have any plans for Earth currently, don't worry. The products you people make are helpful enough to us to where we just blend in and take a bit by bit, time after time. All the infighting in the world is a great cover-up. Here. Would you like a snack? No. Oh, so sad. I'm hearing this fruit's really good. I have to take my gloves off. But otherwise, it's just a good little eat. Kaiwai, I think they're called. No? What are they? These little green-centered fruits. No close. gives me a bit of flesh. Oh, don't go looking so scared. Venusian dragons have no taste for human flesh. Far too salty. Plus, there's not enough sulfur in your diets to sustain us. We do come from a mainly sulfur-oriented planet. Don't assume yourself useful in the food sense, but in case you do get hungry, I do have the other half of that kiwi, you said it was, right here. You've never seen someone eat kiwi like I did before. I mean, I am an alien. I don't know how you humans eat your food. I just devour it like it's meat. But us dragons, we are not just carnivores, we are omnivores, so, yeah, we're not, like, terrible with our diet choice. Oh, don't worry. And I didn't say it was venom on the blade. Just because I used it to cut the fruit doesn't mean you're in danger. Besides, it's the same venom circulating your system right now. When will it wear off? I mean, I gave you a relatively small nip. Just enough to break the skin, deliver a few milligrams of venom, and it was straight out. No time for residue to occur. And I've gotta say, from what I did taste, human blood is just disgusting. Way too much oxygen flowing through that. Never consume a human. Jesus. Your fruits, on the other hand, the sucrose in them digest nicely into a nice sulfuric batter in our stomachs. Such a much more consumable food. Anything with sucrose, I mean. Yeah, pretty much we just like the fruits on your planet. What's this? By the way, I took it off your neck when you first got here. Some kind of amulet. Something that the little Kitsune gave you. It's fairly pretty. I'm gonna keep it as a little memento of our visit. Are you okay? I love mementos. They're so nice. They're so neat. Last person who came up here, I took a ring from them. The one before that, I forget. It was such a long time ago. What, 67 years? It was actually back when I met your little friend. Oh yeah, I don't go down to Earth much at all now. Used to be all over there back when the alien craze was real. Oh, it was fun hearing little reports about the spaceship flying around and everyone was so crazy about it. But now, your governments are so close to actually revealing our existence. Well, we thought it was time for round 2. Little did they know, we've already been here. We just act regular. We found, the Terra Draconi, and we basically just acted like we were a subvariant of Terra Draconi. So simple to blend in when there's so many different kinds of dragon already. We're just some floofy new kind. Oh, yeah, no, we had a ton of Draconi all over the place. doing all kinds of jobs. We've even had a couple people become social media legends to you little earthlings. Yeah. It's fun. Manipulation is very much real, though. It's why you don't trust social media. You never know who's influencing your decisions. But it also makes it so much easier to manipulate. You're a little uncomfortable with that, Oh, don't worry. Just because I have a little bit more kiwi in your ear. It's not like I'd nip you again for no reason. Besides, it's clear you're not gonna have any. You must be a little too gone in the head right now to care about food. Oh, I know it. You're probably hearing things and such. It was a good little fox. Yeah, I did have to go back over the recordings just to make sure that I picked up the right person and Kurzman hadn't replaced you overnight or anything. But I'll say it looks good on you. All the fur. I could make you an offer. I could make you a Venusian Draconi. Oh, so quick to deny me. I could make it purely visual. No obligations. I could make a quick device that just visually adds fur to you and gives you wings and such. Wouldn't that be fun? Of course, I can't prepare it right now. It takes a little bit of soldering, rewiring of a current device we use. But wouldn't it be fun to have wings? Yes, that is correct. Clearly, your little Kitsune knows a good amount of magic if he made you a Kitsune. Do you have any powers, little fox? Anything I should know about? Clearly not. I think if you had any power, it got trained when I bit you. Yes. When I bit you. Oh, you forgot. Well, I need not make a reminder of it, nor need I duplicate my actions. I bit you, and now you're starting to feel the effects of my venom. No, don't worry. There's nothing negative about it. It's just to help you relax. It's a sedative. It's always been a sedative, and it always is a sedative. Always will be, too. Oh, you've got nothing to worry about, cutie. Nothing at all. I could visually make you a Venusii Dracone if you want. Or I could make you a real Venusian Dracone. Oh, for sure. For sure. I just need to hold a bite on you longer. Oh, see. Not all Venusian Draconi are natively Venusian Draconi. I'm saying that a lot. I'll just say dragon from now on. The fluffy dragon. But I'll just keep it short with dragon. When we're in certain points in our life, we emit a special hormonal gas out of our mouths. And if it's concentrated enough, it's possible to transform a similarly heightened race of a similar build physically. So, humans are bipedal, and you're close enough to my height where I could do it to you. Oh, no, I'm not in that point in my life right now. We do live a long time, so there's a rather long time where it's on, but even longer time when it's off, and I've been in the longer time for it being off for a while. And just to make sure nothing would go wrong, I don't want one of my crew to try it. But if you ever get bored of the Kitsune and want to switch teams, open offer. We could always use someone who enjoys a powerful bite on our team. Giving a powerful bite. I'm not accusing you of anything, dear God. No. Sweetie, it's fine. But, clearly given how you're looking now compared to how I saw you before, the transformation would make you purely female. Seems like that's a big upside for you. You'd consider it. I don't know. Would Kurzman be okay with you being a dragon? From what I hear you two discuss, you're quite close. I don't think you'd want such a thick reminder of someone he tried to kill a good few years ago close to him. Or, to have someone he think he couldn't trust around him anymore. It's a fair risk. If you ever tire of the Kitsune, it's more the offer. I don't want you making a rash decision. He won't approve. And if you were to get on his bad side, I fear that your life would not be safe. You've seen him. He consumes souls. As soon as you tell him you betrayed him and want to become a dragon, well, wouldn't that be grounds for him to rip open your chest and eat your soul right then and there? Give you no chance to choose. You'd be his forever. You'd be a part of his soul. That's how kitsunes show their attachment, Oh, one day they're your friend, and the next day, you aren't there anymore. You're their next 30 years of life. They'll feel a little hum of you inside them, and that's how they know that they're with you, but... Assuming a Kitsune to be any different just because he likes you. It's silly. What kind of outlandish promises has he made you? That he'll split his soul with you. Oh, hon. Oh, if you believe that, you're silly. He'd never do that. Give up his lifespan to be with a human. Though maybe he is serious. I mean, I've never seen a Kitsune make a human into a Kitsune before. It's very interesting. But it's also kind of cute, and he cares about you so much. It's odd. I think he actually does care about you, and that's very odd. He must still eat souls, though. Do you know about his soul eating? Yes, you're very well aware. Okay, maybe he does care about you to a heavy extent. What the hell? I've never known a Kitsune to actually care about a human. Oh, well, then maybe I won't offer my little thing to you. Clearly, you're already set. You can become anything you want. Until you're probably gonna live so long it becomes sickening. Yeah, you better have a workaround for that whole human brain limit, though. Oh, the fact that around 300 years old, if a human brain were to last that long, it kinda gets out of memory. Can't save any more data, and it's too full to forget. Because everything is stored, whether you want it to be or not. Your recollection just fades. So, maybe call upon me. Clearly, with such an advanced spaceship, I am to have something that can erase memory. Don't worry, I'm not kidding, and I'm not gonna trick you. Oh, we'll find the payment. And this is ages away. What? You appear to be very young. In your 20s at the most. You're fine. You're good. You have 12 times how long you've lived now to be with him and to enjoy your life. It's funny, I came up here to be so rude and intrusive, to make you question yourself, but I think I've helped you. Oh, maybe I'm not such a bad person. The likeliness is I'm still gonna breathe a toxic cloud on your face. And you don't have any warding. Is there anything, any reason I shouldn't? You'll get to spend more time with that cute little Kitsune. You know, really, I don't know why I'm calling him little. He's almost a foot taller than me. Just wordage, I guess. I am significantly more powerful than him. Oh, yes. Oh, all I need is to spit some bile in his mouth and... No, can't snap in the gloves, but he wouldn't be feeling so good ever again. But I'm starting to maybe think I've made some mistakes when it comes to him. He might actually care. Oh no, I've killed Kitsune before. Violent ones. Oh no, not like him. The ones that are more human than fox. They just have tails and ears. For what reason? For sport. Taking a Kitsune's soul. Oh, it's the peak of irony. But I've never found a Kitsune that's just a fox with 2 tails, or however many he has. I think it's 2, right? You have 2. So he probably also has 2. Oh, yes. Okay, I'm right on that. Well, need to survive, as they say. Hmm. I don't know, huh? Oh, no. I'll bring you back very soon. We're almost done talking. I had such grandiose plans with you, but I guess not. Matter of fact, I'm gonna stop petting you for a sec. Oh, you know a lot about those, don't you? Sorry, I forget you two don't actually call each other partners. There you go. There's your amulet. Why'd I give you your amulet back? Because I kind of just looked over at the monitor and saw the Kitsune's chest glow and him look at it. So I think our time here is limited. I'm gonna send you back here in just a minute. Because I think if I don't, I think I'm gonna have a rabid Kitsune wandering through the halls of my spaceship, ripping dragons apart with enlarged claws. Shit. Oh. Okay, what was up with that amulet? What was it? Why did it glow? Why did it glow when he woke up? It's to communicate. Really? You didn't tell me it was to communicate with him? No? Shit. Well, are you feeling any of the effects of the Venom still? You should have cleared up by now. God, I hope you have. Listen. For the love of God, tell him how helpful I was. I do not need this goddamn ship going down to Earth. I do not need it crashing. I full well know that Kitsune knows how to travel into space. I know he knows how to teleport. It's even more refined than my teleportation. God forbid. Listen, you hold on to me. I'm gonna send you back. It's gonna knock you out, and that's why you didn't realize you were here before. It's gonna knock you out. We're gonna be in your room. I'm gonna put you back in bed. He won't know. If he asks, claim I stole it or something. Please, I do not need him here. I don't need dead officers and soldiers. I really do not. He is not kidding when he threatens. I've been tracking him longer than you think. That's why I wanted to piss him off, but I didn't actually expect to like the thing I was trying to use to piss him off. So please, for the love of God, say we treated you fairly, and that we just talked like we did. Don't lie to him. Don't tell him about the bite. Hide your shoulder. Don't need him thinking I poisoned you. I don't know. If you're still feeling loopy from the Venom, just act like you aren't. Just say that you're tired. And you just woke him up. What? Did you really just say he can hear directly through the amulet?